Hey, everybody, this is Sam from Renegade Soul. I can be reached at 216, no, that's a lie, 440-373 Soul. You can also find me online, www.renegadesoul216.com. And my email address is sam@renegadesoul216.com. This is a series of interviews that we're doing with clients. So this is our next client interview so that you can hear from the clients and what they think and what they're doing. And today we have with us Nichole, and I'm going to allow her to tell you exactly who she is and what she does. So Nichole, who are you?
Hi, so my name is Nichole Collins. I am a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend. I work in the nonprofit space. My specialty is fund development, strategic partnerships, and public relations. So at the moment, most of my work is with the intergenerational schools as the advancement director. I also work with grassroots organizations such as the Christian Jaden Project.
Well, look at there, the Christian Jaden Project. That's our family. That's my family nonprofit. And she does all of the background legwork for us. And we are so thankful for you and all of the work that you do. All right. So the next question, it's not a trick question. We did at least have this discussion maybe a few days ago, maybe about a couple weeks ago. How did we meet?
I met you back in 2004 when I joined our beloved sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. You were also a member of my sponsoring grad chapter, although I was a student at Case at the time. You know, when we had that conversation, I really could not remember how we had met. And you reminded me that we were together as a mentorship relationship by our state director, actually. However, what I did remember was just how kind you were and how warm you were. And you would just take time to talk and give advice, just really authentic, never any judgment, always happy, always a smile. They always say you remember how people make you feel. And that's true. I just remember how I would speak to you and I would always just feel good,
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah.
That's good. And so now we've known each other all this time, and one day, just out of the clear blue, you just called me and was like, okay, I'm ready to do some training. Why did you make that call? What made you choose Renegade for that?
So fast forward to 2018. So that was 2004. And I was at my heaviest, and I was really just at a point where I could not take in one more negative thing. So I wanted to lose weight, but I also wanted a way to just relieve some stress. I was looking for an outlet.
Okay.
At that point, we had spoken, I don't know how many years at that point. We have both been through just totally different people, since then. But I kept tabs on you, through Facebook. I'm a lurker, so I just kind of look at Facebook way more than I post. And I'm always so impressed by the openness of your journey through losing Christian and Jaden, alongside your transformation, your physical transformation, and your weight loss journey. So that, coupled with all these great, memories I had with you, just being a very kind and nice person, I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I need to do it with her. And I actually didn't realize you were a trainer and had been doing it for a couple of years until I saw a commercial. I was like, oh, well, she does this like as a thing.
Yeah. So that was my first commercial. I'll never forget. You called after that first commercial aired. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even think I realized Renegade was a thing. I just realized you were a thing doing something that I needed at that point.
Yeah.
And I said, I couldn't take in one more negative thing. And I knew that if I did this with you, one, I would have accountability, right? I knew I would, if I just said, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym, I wasn't going to be consistent.
Right.
And I also knew that I was not going to take in another negative thing. So I wasn't going to have a trainer who didn't care about me. I wasn't going to have a trainer who was yelling at me and, just being ridiculous. I had completely no space for that. Yeah.
That's amazing. And so then you start with Renegade, and then what are your thoughts after you join? That was Ethan. He just
He
whatever.
just ducked in.
Yeah.
But he likes cracked out like we wasn't gonna see him still. I love when people do
I
that.
know. That was my husband Ron trying to stay out the way. Leave it unlocked because you know he coming back. Because he wasn't listening. But that's the husband, and my son just walked out the door. And even though I told everybody in the house, don't, it is what it is.
All right.
So you join. What are your thoughts after?
The biggest thing that stuck out was for me that you just acted like we have been in touch forever. Like, I mean, other than like you kept asking me how old I was, really felt like, like you knew me, you saw me, like really, like we have been talking for like the last, 10 years or whatever.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And
I'm
I
doing
and that was like that was just a level of like personalization that I don't know. I like I said, I really like needed that at that time. Someone to just, see me as me and someone just
Uh-huh.
and I got that. The other thing that stuck out was that you were building a community of nice people that were like committed to like, working out and being supportive of each other, no matter where you were at in the journey. It didn't even matter why you were there. No
Yeah.
one asked. No one sat around and talked about like I'm going to lose, like 30 pounds or anything. Like it was never about that. People were just kind.
Yeah.
And not just your clients, but like everyone even in the space.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of women there and a lot of Black women. And again, just needing spaces where people look like me and people were positive. It felt like home. And I think you do a great job of that, of not just it being, you meet with this person and you leave, but building a community of various women who can be there for each other throughout all kind of life's journey.
Yeah, that morning crew. So this is part of Nichole is part of the Rise and Lift crew, and they originated it actually because they were my first clients at 5 in the morning. I think we started at 5:30 and bumped it up to like 5 in the morning because it just started getting busy. But that Rise and Lift crew, she's right. I mean, it's some of the most amazing women, all ages. Everybody is in the gym. See, we are in a very special gym right now. The vault is a very special place. About 11 to 12 different brands under that particular roof, and all of the brands doing their own thing, and all of the clients, Renegades, the champs, all of Ron's, the In Pursuit of, all of the clients just embrace one another. It doesn't matter whose client you are. You're supported from every single angle. And she's absolutely right about that. And then the trainers are just, they crazy. I mean, it must be on the application, but um, it is a really, really special place. So yeah, she's absolutely right about that. What's your favorite memory so far?
Hmm. I'm trying to pick one. Well, I'll give two. Is that okay? Can I give
Yeah,
two?
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So to this day, one of my favorite memories is watching Kelly trying to jump on this box. And I don't know why. I do know why that is my favorite memory. I will never forget it because I think it was the moment that I realized how special Renegade and the Vault was. Because Kelly just thought she was not going to jump on that box. And I was even standing there watching her like, why does she think she can't jump on this box? And
Because her legs are longer than the box, right?
right. So I'm like, she could literally just like lift her legs up and get there. My legs are short. Like it's it's gonna be like it's a lot of effort for me to get up there. And so but she kept trying,
Mhm.
right? Like she wouldn't give up. She said, I'm going to get this. Now it's past the time. You had to go do pick up your kids, take them something.
Yeah.
And so another trainer stepped in and was helping her. And then another trainer was helping her. And then, you know, people were around her until she jumped on that box. I think you had left and came back, was like, you still
Yeah,
here?
like, what are you doing here?
And she did it. And now she probably, she could jump on that box and not think anything of it.
Yeah.
But I was, wow, this is a really special, special place where everyone supported her to do this one thing just because she didn't think she could do it.
Yeah, just one time, just jump on that box one time. And again, I just want to make sure everybody understand what we're talking about here. Her legs is longer than the box. She could literally step onto the box because she's all legs. That girl, that was crazy. That was a good time though. And what's your second one?
My second one is the retreat. That would be favorite memory. One, whose trainer is having a retreat that has nothing to do with you like getting in the gym? Our trainer, because it's not all about your body. Your mind must be well, your spirit must be well. And I think that was also the first time I knew just watching Facebook and talking to Sam, I knew a bit about what you had experienced with the loss of Christian and Jaden, but I did not know anything about social determinants of health and systemic racism and it was just such an educational experience. And it was well rounded too. So we get this because that affects it affects all of us, and we all need to know as Black women, how the trauma that we experience every day really is playing out in the lives of our children and our soon to be children.
That's right.
Also, again, I love being around a bunch of positive women in a small space, being able to speak truth and know that it would be there and it would not go anywhere. You were going, and to be able to cry and let your tears be okay.
Yeah.
And then also just like, bringing other people in, to listen to Christian Farmer come in and talk to us and have Billy come in and talk to us. those are all, all great memories. And, I wish we would have been able to have the retreat again. And I can't wait for us to be able to have another one. But again, that goes back to looking for something that was deeper than just trying to change my physical appearance and, lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah, that's something we don't talk about very often, but that retreat was so good and it was so close knit. It was about 10 of us tops. And, we just got into the hotel and just dug right in, and it was amazing. And we had guest speakers, and the 2020 retreat was all written out and everything, and then COVID. So, but it's still written out. It's still coming, and we'll definitely get back to it. We just got to let everything be what it's going to be, and when we can come back together, we will. I didn't want to do it online. We did toy with it. Me and Missy did toy with doing it online, but it's just not the same, and we could probably do some breakout stuff online and just, probably just try to connect early in next year just to check in and get back into that space again, but the actual retreat, it has to be in person. We have to be together for that. Yeah. That was amazing. I'm glad you brought that up. I probably would not have even thought about that at this time. That's amazing. Thank you. So the best thing you've learned so far?
The best thing I've learned that it is okay to start over. I would think about a journey as very linear before. So I'm going to, lose weight and I'm going to follow this plan, and it's going to be like a continued, like, stairs, like you're walking downstairs, right? Yeah. And it's not like, because life is what it is. You lose some, you gain some, you lose some, you gain some. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I never start totally over. I never want to have a first week again. So let's just be clear.
The hardest week.
that and sometimes I'm just like, I am really a lot stronger than I was, even if I do end up gaining 10 pounds back through this course. I know that I can lose it again. I know that all is not lost. it's okay to just stop, reset, and start over.
Yeah.
And that's not with the weight loss. It's really translates into everything.
Yeah.
One thing I like about, I've lost weight on my own before, and I've gained it back, lost it and gained it back. It's never a question of can I lose weight by myself. I don't even know if it's a question of can I keep it off. But what I do know is that I can replicate the process in different places in my life.
Yeah.
I think joining Renegade, what I realized is there's something more than I need than to just the tools. Like you need a community,
Yeah.
and or like you do nothing by yourself. And that is what will sustain you. This is the longest I've ever stuck with any workout program.
Wow. I'm honored. That's
And
great.
yeah, and I don't see myself, ever letting it go. This is probably something that's gonna be with me, for the rest of my life, and
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's the way that it should be. The goals change every now and then, but that's it, because now it's about living healthy in all aspects of my life, and it's not just about hitting a weight loss goal.
Right, exactly. And let's be honest, 2020 has been something else, and even so we never stopped any of our personal training even through quarantine. We just jumped online. Well, Nichole said that she wasn't a person that could do it online. She can't do it at home. But she got that cardio in and we did all those challenges and Nichole was like killing them with that. And so even though I wasn't physically with her and training with her during about 3 or 4 months before we could actually get back physically in the gym, she never gave up on herself, always made time for that cardio, always did what she needed to do. And she gained a little weight. We all gained a little weight. I mean, I was at the house making homemade donuts during quarantine. Like we didn't have anything else to do. I remember one time Kelly was on in our chat talking about, has anyone else noticed that everybody's making banana bread? Like and it was the guy's honest truth. Everybody was making banana bread. I had made several loaves like this. What else are you doing when you're in the house and stuck and can't go anywhere? And this was during the quarantine, like nothing was open. So, we went through all of that together as a community, as a Renegade community, but it was okay. Like, even though I was like, send me your weight, people sent it and they was like, I know it looks bad. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure that we are still weighing in and we are cognizant of what we're doing so that when we get back, we can just get back and it's just okay. The journey is filled with ups and downs and back ups again and back down again. And you have to be able to accept it all as part of the journey. Yeah, it's very important. So, what are your goals for next year?
Next year, I think I just want to be stronger. I I've never had upper body strength. So you know how you used to have to do that, what is that, the president's fitness test when you were in school and you could
Uh-huh,
never,
uh-huh.
oh, I could never climb the rope ever.
I don't think
So
I can climb the rope either.
like I would hate it. I was like, I'd rather do 5,000 setups than have to everybody watch me not climb this rope, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to climb the rope. Like I want to have enough upper body strength to climb the rope. I still want to lose more weight. I don't know what that looks like or how much weight that is,
Mhm,
but and that's more of because I know that when I'm smaller, I feel better,
mhm.
mostly because I'm eating better.
Yep.
I want to just spend more time with that. And there's other health things that benefits that I get from that I know from when I'm smaller, like
Yeah.
blood pressure and diabetes and things like that. So I do want to, have be more consistent with how I eat and not gaining weight.
Mhm.
And I think those are my health renegade goals.
Those are awesome goals. That's really good. Yeah, that's going to be a great year for us coming ahead. Um, you asked me something a little earlier about about you being in your best self.
Mhm.
And so one of my favorite memories of you in this journey is when you told me that you could chase Hannah around the yard,
Mhm.
and it was two parted. It was you could chase Hannah around, and you was able to rake the yard. Was that it too? You were able to do yard work without getting tired.
That sounds about right. Cause I, you know what, I that probably was it. It
Mm.
might have been shoveling the snow.
Oh
So I
yes,
go shovel the snow before. I never did yard work before I started working out, and
yeah,
now I will do it so that I can have a workout.
yes. Ain't that a
And that,
workout?
right,
Start your watch. Yeah.
it is like it's such a workout. Like I didn't even realize how much of a workout it is without using the watch.
Uh-huh.
So I was raking leaves and I mowed the lawn and
Mm-hmm.
and I chased Hannah around the yard. Right, I can do all of those things,
Yeah.
and it will not take me out.
Yeah.
And being able to, my daughter is 6 now, and when I started working out, she was 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not play. I did not have enough energy to play with her outside.
Yeah.
And I would get winded, and I would, like, was like yelling at her down the Metro Park path to stop running
Yeah.
because I'd not be able to catch her. And now I can outrun her down the Metro path. And she says, "Mommy, don't leave me."
Oh.
I don't leave
So
her, but
those moments, like when you told me that, the way you lit up telling me that, and I mean, we're in the thick of a workout, and she's telling me this, and I'm looking at her like, girl, if you don't finish this set, wait, what happened? Like, wait, what? And she was so excited when she was telling me this the first time, y'all. It was the most amazing thing. And for me, that was one of those moments where you can see someone in their best self, even though I didn't witness you chasing Hannah around, right? But it was the way that you said it and the way that you talked about being able to shovel this snow. Like, that's a big deal, like that is a really big deal. And so thinking about it and watching you work out from not having any strength whatsoever. I mean, I could barely give Nichole 5-pound weights when she started. And now I just hand her, like, here, take these 15s. And I know it's heavy. I know. But I mean, she's just so strong. And even when she can't lift it, she don't ever stop. So, I'll give her 15-pound weights. I'll be like, bend over, fly 15. And 10 minutes later, she's still on that first set of 15, but she ain't never stopped. Like I'm like, you on the third set? She like, this is still the first set. She never stops. And she never says, you know what, I really can't do this. Only one time did she say that she couldn't lift something. And it was really heavy. It was on the Smith machine. And so we just assisted her with the lift. But listen, Nichole never stops. And that's her in her best self. Like, you are just one of those people that just go for it. I think you've made up your mind and that you're going to be here and that you're going to do this, and that's that. And that's one of the best things ever. So for me, that's one of those things that makes you that I love to see you in your best self, is when you are able to do the things that you didn't think that you were able to do. You just light up, and it's just the most amazing thing. So yeah. So do you have any closing remarks for the audience about yourself, about Renegade, anything?
my I'd say my only closing remark would be just try it.
Yeah.
Like, if, like, the worst thing that could happen was that you'll be sore the next day. That's it. And some Epsom salt will take care of that.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Sometimes a little ibuprofen.
That's it.
Yeah.
But just try, like Sam says, choose you.
Choose yourself. You are totally worth it. Yeah, definitely. So that's another Renegade interview. That was Nichole Collins. Hopefully, you guys are following this series. I send it out in a newsletter. You can sign up for the newsletter at www.renegadesoul216.com. You can reach me at sam@renegadesoul216.com. Phone number, you can text me 440-373-SOUL. And that's it. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. Say bye, Nichole.
Bye.